Boys, we are here finally for the 2000 days world tour. It took me long enough to record this that it's almost 3000 days. So expect soon the world tour for the 3000 days as well. I'm gonna divide the world tour into 7 main points that correspond to 7 main projects that I've done in the days going from 1000 to 2000. Let's get right into it. Behind me, right here. Point number 1, we finished the industrial zone. Industrial zone where all my farms are. First of all, a tall flower farm. We have the 4 different tall flowers over here, and just by flicking the lever, I can farm all of them at the same time. Next up, over here, I made an automatic melon and pumpkin farm that activates when the sun goes down and when the sun comes back up using a simple daylight sensor system. Then I made a central sorting system up here above my head that collects everything from every farm. So let's take a look. Boom. Automatic sorting system from every item with item frames and blocks. And above my head, there's the mob grinder, but that's another story. Next up, how am I transporting the items over here? How are the items from the farm going over here? That was a problem. So I made a system using water. So like, for example, the iron farm over here is activated and there's iron into this dropper. Yes, the dropper spits out the iron into this water system. As you can see, the kelp just went there, and just following this water system is going up there. Then, as you can hear probably, there's plenty of colored ships for every color. We have a top over here for every color, meaning that this is a ship farm. Every color, every type of wool is collected into a shulker box loader. Shulker box loader that then gets the shulkers in here, full shulker boxes of colored wool. That's very nice. After I was done with this, I decided that I needed a super smelter, so I made one using 64 different furnaces over here with an automatic fueling system and automatic minecart system that goes all around as soon as I put any items into this double chest. After I was done with that, I started decorating the industrial zone. What do I mean by that is putting any type of vegetation around the place, like trees, flowers, bamboo, twisting vines, more flowers, bushes, trees, flowers, more flowers, even more flowers. Over here, the mountain was not like this. I shaped it all around the circle that goes around, meaning that there's an empty space inside. I still have to do something with this empty space. I don't know what. Let me know in the comments what should I do inside of this space. I have no ideas. Anyway, the sorting system was running out of materials. The space for like vegetation items like crops, carrots, potatoes, I was filled to the brim. So I made a system that takes the excess items and puts them through a composter over there, so I can get boxes full of bone meal. That's a very nice side farm that is producing me bone meal. Then lastly, I added a little bit smaller farms like this rail duper over here for all types of rail that goes straight into shulker boxes. Then I made fungus farm over here. I can decide if I want the red one or the blue one to go, if I want both of them at the same time, and I can get the mushrooms, the little mushrooms over here. It's a new day, it's a new life. Let's move to the second point, to the second project. We are talking about the B.B.B. Under us over here, we don't have to move anywhere else, but under us we have the B.B.B. It's a big black bowl. Very nice. I started making this project over here with the bots. First of all, these bots over here, this one all around the place. After I moved on with some railways, broken ones and working ones over here. And after the railways, some steampunk, something that uses fuel, coal, lava machines like furnace and stuff, something that represents the industrial zone. We have another machine over here, another one over here. We have some cogwheels as well. After that, I added conveyor belts all around using glazed terracotta, pink glazed terracotta, and this one goes this way. On top of it, there's another one that goes all the way over here. We have diamond compressor machines, laser cutting the materials and making diamond blocks. This line of piston hydraulic pressing the items, emerald ore, and also the deep slate emerald ore. Then I added also some human-like machines, like these cranes over here, this forklift, and the containers, more rails here, containers to store items. We have power lines over here as well. Very nice. This was project number 1, finishing the industrial area. Project number 2, making the B.B.B. Right? Good. Moving on to project number 3, we just have to fly a little bit over here. As you can see, this right here, dedicated to my loved villagers, is a villager village. We have houses for villagers, we have trees, we have paths, we have llama. What you looking at, boy? We have llama, we have farmers over here, farmers that I can trade with for golden carrots. I can trade for emeralds as well. As you can see here, I have all the stuff to trade with them whenever I need to. If we move along the lines, we have plants from the sniffers. Later I will show you the sniffer sanctuary, which is right next door. But if we follow the path over here, we reach the weaponsmith's house. In here we have weaponsmith working, of course, and from time to time I just trade with them for coal and iron. We have houses for them, pretty cool village, open entrance. Mobs cannot get into it because I have signs over here and they cannot physically go inside, or villagers cannot leave. Anyway, if you move next door, as I was saying, we have over here the sniffer sanctuary where they can sniff the moss, sniff the place around with cherry trees. Very nice place indeed for them to chill, relax. Give me some plants that are automatically collected with a minecart system. Down here we have all the plants from the sniffers. Third project done. Let's move to the fourth one. So the fourth project was working on my main base inside the mountain. What I did was get myself a bedroom, a little nice bedroom over here with my pets, cat and a dog, with a small smelting area, books to read, and my bed so I can sleep into, and gear in case I need it, just home. And also I made myself a little nice living room over here. We have a piano, an aquarium, and just a place to chill. I have a map over here that shows the industrial area where we just were before. We have the villager village over there and the main base, the main small village town. We are in here inside a mountain right now. This is my mountain base inside of the base of the mountain. I also have something else, something that I've done but I rarely use, which is down this scaffolding line, and is a spider spawner farm. Not as efficient, not as very good, but I've done that during the 2000 days. And spiders spawn here and I just hit them with my sword and items get in here. But that's something small, nothing too crazy, right? Moving on, fourth project was small. Let's move on to the fifth one, which is right here. Fifth one was a big project. It took me quite some time to make, as you can see over here. The final result, I'm gonna be honest, is pretty good. I wanted to make a library to store all my enchanted books. Okay, I have my enchanted books. If I can find one right here, for example, we have looting over here. We have sharpness and so on all around the place. We have these chiseled bookshelves with enchanted books organized perfectly. I have a map on my notebook, a paper with how the library is organized, right? It took a lot of spruce to make, indeed, but it looks very nice, very good and very nice. Leaving my living room, we moving onto the sixth big project. And for me to show it, we have to go through the nether to the end portal. This portal takes me to the end portal room. Over here, I have started, completed and finished before the 2000 days. A fully custom end portal room that I took inspiration from Minecraft Dungeon, and it looks amazing, honestly. We have windows, we have a fog effect over here. That took a while to make all of these layers of glass. And I also designed myself a skeleton of the Ender Dragon. This one has to be my favorite project of the 2000 day mark. It came out to be very good. During the making of this end portal room, the armor trim update dropped. So I went on to explore every singular place that had an armor trim to get all of them. And you probably know that the silence armor trim took me a while to find, but no, I found out pretty fast, pretty easily. What took me the most to find was the Tide armor trim. For the Tide armor trim, I had to kill this amount of Elder Guardians. And I have these heads because I have a plugin for mob head. As you see, this guy has a phantom head. Nothing too crazy, just for the core and stuff. I got every single armor trim in here, okay? The silence, every single one. The Tide one took me the most to find. And it shouldn't have. Anyway, moving on, last but not least project was related to the expansion of my village over here. Let me sleep first. My village over here, as you can see, let's go up the tower. Let me tell you, the village is coming together. The village is coming together and is looking pretty nice over here. It's not done, it's still an expansion, but I'm not working on it at the moment. I'm gonna be honest, I'm working on something else soon. What I've done for the village is this tower that I'm sitting on right now over here. Futuristic, not really, but magical tower with a power source at the center that keeps it from not falling apart. Then the stairs that take me to the main village, into the cave base and to the industrial zone, following this path. You know, I have a snow path over here, so every place you can reach it by feet as well. Go over here, we have a path with nice lights and stuff. An angel that protects us, protects the farm, so the farms don't break. They still break, but we hope the farms don't break. And then we follow the stairs down here. We have the village center. The village center following the path around some farms just for decoration. I'm never gonna use them. Path goes down here. I have my bee sanctuary over there, but it's not related to the 2000 days. Then over here, following this bridge, we are reaching something that I've done. It's the windmill over there, as you can see from afar. Windmill that has interiors, of course, very nice. Sometimes I sleep here, sometimes I don't. And the windmill also has a little nice garden to farm some wheat. We have a water collection system. If something bad happens, some crisis, if we keep on following the path, we reach the cottage over here. That is very nice from the exterior, and also from the interior we have it fully decorated. I have a dog, secret space over here under the stairs, kitchen over here, table you can chill, living room, television, a cat looking home. Go upstairs. I have a bedroom, another cat, another dog, and the balcony. Very nice little house. With that being said, the last thing that I added to this village is trees, some grass around the place, and mostly flowers, small ones and tall ones, to really make the place feel more alive and more completed. Look at this. Village is coming together, still an expansion, but not currently expanding. Right? Now that we are over the 7 main projects of the 2000 days, it's time to talk about extra stuff I did. Some farms here and there, some stuff here and there. As extra stuff, I made a shulker farm. Shulker farm in the end. Okay, listen, we are not going to the end, okay? We're not going to the end because the shulker farm there is broken. So I made another one in the overworld all the way straight ahead over here. And this one works. This one works, and it gave me so many shulker shells. With that being said, over here, I made bamboo farm number 1 over here and bamboo farm number 2. Bamboo farm number 1 is used to craft bamboo into bamboo blocks. The second one is used as fuel to cook the kelp. We're cooking kelp into dried kelp automatically here, so I can make dried kelp blocks to use as fuel at the super smelter that I showed before. And over here, I have the kelp farm, which at the moment is only 1 layer, but soon it will be more layers. So the farm can properly work and give me more kelp to cook. Now we're going to my storage system because it's not something that I've done, but a block that I was looking for. I already showed you deep slate emerald ore that we have down there into the conveyor belt, and I was looking also for the deep slate coal ore over here, and I found 3 pieces. The stone diamond ore, I have a lot of it and a lot of diamonds of them. But I also have another deep slate emerald ore. That is insane. 2 deep slate emerald ore, the rarest block in Minecraft, and I have 2 of them. That's nice. Next up, I was joking. We're going to the nether because I have some farms over there as well. I made over here portal-based ghost farm that I just need to stand up here and ghosts will be spawning eventually into this place. And yeah, they're trapped and I can just hit them very easily and I get all the drops, the ghosts. That's very good. Then I started breeding frogs in 3 different biomes to make a froglite farm over here using magma cubes. This farm is very pretty much efficient. I just need to stand inside this room on this block and magma cubes are gonna spawn inside, fall into the powder snow, and then all the frogs that I farmed and then I moved over here are gonna eat the small magma cubes and they're gonna give me the froglite. So I made this farm as well. We are back to the overworld now, and over here, a little bit outside the main village over there, we have my personal squid ink farm. I stand up here and squids are spawning into this little water tower and they eventually fall and perish and I get the ink sacs. But the farm wouldn't be as efficient if I didn't drain the whole lake over here. As you can see, I still have a part over here that is far enough from the FK spot that I can keep it. I don't have to drain it, but the rest of it, I completely drained it. And it took me around 10 hours to drain all the water. But that's light work, right? That's light work. Okay, it's time to show you my diamond farming machine or cobble deep slate farming machine. If you go down here, down the well's secret entrance to the cave, then we jump down this way. We have my personal tunnel bore mining machine straight ahead. This just keeps on going and going and going and going for 100,000 of blocks. And whenever I need diamonds, I come down here as I made this tunnel bore machine, 10 different modules, shooting TNT, breaking the wall, going ahead by only pressing this node block over here. TNT is being duped and boom, is breaking the wall, and then I check if I got something nice. This time we did. I found some diamonds right at the end over here. Then I fly without dying maybe, and I get the diamonds. Remember that I told you that finding the silent stream was easy? Well, it was easy because I made a warden switch. What is a warden switch? A warden switch is a machine that disables the warden spawn. So I can go through the ancient city without worrying about any warden spawning. Let me show you going down this hole of the beacon at the industrial zone. I have my personal warden switch machine over here. This is the machine over here. We have a piston with an arrow that I shot before. So it's playing with the shrieker over there. So the warden doesn't ever spawn. That's very nice. Lastly, let's go straight to the end. And I'm gonna show you the last thing I've done before hitting 2000 days. What I've done was fighting the Ender Dragon till I had all the end gates around the end island. It's nothing impressive, right? But I had to do it. Don't worry about that machine. That machine is for the 3000 days. Soon. This concludes the 2000 days world tour. Let me know what do you think in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like if you like the video, and let me give you a spoiler of the project that I'm working on at the moment. It's right over here. It's a underground cyberpunk city. It's still far from being completed and I'm still actively working on it over here. So you that stayed till the end of the video, you getting this massive spoiler over here. And with this being said, remaining of a slime over there and the city, the project, and the work in progress over here, I'm gonna go now. Till next time, take care, boy.